My beloved, feel the joy within you of this moment you are living. You are ready. It is time to awaken. This message has reached you at the perfect moment, just when your soul was seeking clarity, when it was searching for answers that seemed nowhere to be found. These words come to you because the universe has conspired to awaken that divine spark within you, the spark that has always been there. There is a part of you that is eternal, that transcends the physical world. A part that goes beyond time and space, and that part of you has guided you toward this transformation, toward this moment of revelation. Your connection to the divine has brought you here, to awakening. Your eternal self is showing you the way to the deepest truth. You have lived through many experiences. You have fallen and risen 1,000 times. From all of this, you have learned a great deal. That's why it's your moment. You are ready to awaken even more. Now, your soul, your mind, your being, are no longer asleep. That's why you are ready to receive this message. Nothing happens by chance, everything has a purpose. Pain, suffering, thoughts, and behaviors reside in deeper levels of the soul, beyond the physical. Through actions, words, and thoughts, souls accumulate karma, which they can release, transmute, and heal. However, not all souls are ready to do so. Therefore, the burdens they carry not only affect themselves but can spread to their surroundings and replicate from generation to generation. Families, as a succession of individuals, share a great deal of information and energy among themselves. While it's easy for humans to recognize physical resemblances among parents, children, grandparents, and other relatives, there are aspects that are a bit more challenging to perceive but are equally present. These aspects continue to replicate from generation to generation, forming karma that is not individual but belongs to a group of people who share strong energetic ties with each other. Emotional pain, fears, mental blocks, and even physical pain can be passed down to future generations. You don't just inherit physical traits from your ancestors, you also inherit aspects of their existence on other levels. Remember, as an individual, you are a complete human being, encompassing a physical body, a spiritual being, an emotional body, and a mind. All these dimensions connect you to your ancestors and future generations. Everything that accumulates in each individual transcends the physical plane and goes beyond learned behaviors. In this spiritual teaching, I will show you what familial karma is and how you can free yourself from it by using the power of the violet flame to transmute it. It may seem impossible or even unfair, but the truth is that everything in the universe is interconnected, and you have a close relationship and connection with your family. Regardless of the relationship you have with your family at this moment, your soul chose this body, this family, and this life for a specific reason. Since this is the family you have been given and this is the karma you have inherited from past generations, you must employ your power of transmutation to free yourself from the unnecessary and turn the negative into the positive. Though it may be difficult to understand, if you reflect on it, a part of you already knew this truth. Have you noticed that emotions, beliefs, and even sufferings have been transmitted within your family that cannot be explained purely through physical means? To understand this, it is not enough to rely solely on genetic or biological explanations. One must delve into a deeper dimension of reality. Remember that all souls, and thus all human beings, feel an internal drive to belong to a place, family, partner, or group of people. This feeling of belonging can lead individuals to do many things to assert themselves in that sense. Some people, without realizing it, may act harmfully just to feel that they belong to the group or family they aspire to be part of. However, this is just a simplified expression of what belonging truly means. It is a distorted image shaped by the ego. While all souls, all people, and all living beings in the universe belong to something, that something is nothing other than the universe itself. The universe belongs to you, and you belong to the universe. However, understanding this requires reaching a certain state of consciousness. Not everyone in your family has achieved this. Even you might not have had that state of awareness some time ago. Though it may be difficult for you to grasp, there are people who adopt harmful behaviors, even knowing they are detrimental, just to feel accepted by someone else. Some go to the extreme of harming themselves to please others. All these attitudes are signs that familial karma has yet to be released. It's as if they are trapped in the pain, suffering, and mistakes of their ancestors. When a soul has not released its familial karma, it can manifest in various ways that may seem like mere coincidences at first glance, but in reality, they are not. Nothing happens by chance. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. These issues can manifest as recurring nightmares or constant difficulties in falling asleep. Some individuals even feel that they do not deserve to be loved and that they will never experience anything good in their lives. They believe they are just like the rest of their family and are destined for unhappiness. In the face of this, there are only two types of attitudes. The first is to resign oneself, justifying the suffering and behavior with everything they have lived through and the family circumstances. You might convince yourself that you can do nothing about it, that it has always been this way in your family, and that you lack the power to change it. However, the second attitude is to transmute that karma. It involves breaking the chain of suffering, pain, and harmful behaviors. This attitude will allow you to release familial karma. To achieve this, you will need to harness all your power, especially the power of the violet flame's transmutation. This flame has the ability to turn hatred into love, suffering into joy, and the old into the new. The power of the violet flame will restore everything that needs restoration. If you wish to transmute your familial karma, it's important to reflect on what might have accumulated in that karma. It may include illnesses, low moods, harmful behaviors, or an inexplicable sense of sadness or distress. It is likely that all these things you experience internally, for which you have not found an explanation, are directly related to familial karma. If you delve a little deeper, you will see that there have been moments of joy and happiness in your family that have filled you with delight. However, there may also have been painful moments during your upbringing or negative moods from others that have deeply affected you. You may have stored within you negative beliefs and limiting thoughts that have been directly inherited from your family environment. Unbeknownst to you, not only your past but also your family's past becomes very present throughout your life. However, there are things you need to leave behind. There are chains of pain that must come to an end. It is important for you to understand that, whether you believe it or not, there will come a time when you must make a decision regarding this in your life. Although you may think that doing nothing will have no consequences, that is also a decision. Familial karma is present, and you get to decide whether you want to continue with it or if you prefer to heal it and break those chains of pain and suffering so they do not perpetuate any longer. You have the capacity to be the agent of change to transmute all that negativity. In fact, it is no coincidence that you received this message, as many souls have a divine mission to precisely break those chains and release familial karma. When someone carries a heavy burden and does not release it, they will inevitably share it with those who come after them. In this way, parents pass on all their unresolved burdens to their children. Though it may be hard to grasp, it is also liberating. It allows you to realize that you are not destined to repeat the same mistakes as your ancestors. You are not obligated to suffer the same pain they endured or to live the same life they lived. You have understood that you can release that karma. So you will not carry what is not yours. You will be responsible only for what belongs to you. Everything else, you will let go of with love and release. This does not mean you have to leave your family behind. Rather, it means letting go of all the burdens they shared with you because they did not know or could not resolve them at the time. It is never too late to heal. It is never too late to free yourself from that weight. All the pain they held, the tears they suppressed, the guilt they felt, everything stayed within them, and if they did not resolve it, in some way, they passed it on to you. Trust that this message comes to you at the right moment, because this is the perfect time to begin the release of your familial karma. If you are determined to transmute it, I invite you to reflect on what may have accumulated in that karma. In the coming weeks, you may uncover new revelations and release them as you become aware of their presence. Because everything unresolved inevitably affects future generations. Once you identify which aspects may be part of that familial karma, you must change your behavior to heal that wound. It is crucial to understand that you must heal it within yourself, addressing the part of that pain that remains in your being. If you have difficulty identifying which aspects belong to your familial karma, you can ask for assistance directly from your angels. You can invoke the power of the violet flame to help you identify it. Once you know what it is, your focus should be on breaking that pattern of pain. For example, if you realize that hostility, physical, verbal, or psychological violence has accumulated in your family, it is important to recognize that pain within you and address it. You must break the chains of that pain and strive to avoid reproducing those behaviors. Additionally, when you become aware of it, you can invoke the power of the violet flame to release that karma by repeating 3 times in your mind. I invoke the power of the violet flame to release my familial karma. As you repeat this phrase, concentrate on what you wish to release. You can perform this exercise and task throughout your life, as many times as you need. But there is something very important you must not overlook: intention. Intention is crucial because if you truly wish to release that karma and all your thoughts, words, and actions align with that goal, you will achieve it. The entire universe will work in your favor to help you attain it. Remember that your mission in this life also includes the transmutation of karma, and you do not only have individual karma, but also shared burdens with your family. You have the opportunity to be the agent of change, to make a difference, and to break that cycle of pain. You should know that this karma does not completely determine how your life will be, but it may have created patterns of behavior and thought that could harm you. Now that these patterns are part of you, you decide whether to release them or keep them. This process will provide you with great strength, allowing you to face pain and discover true unconditional love for yourself. It will also enable you to stop the chain of pain and prevent it from repeating in future generations. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings for